A man's enrolled in a really intensive master's program, and he's finding this year's Exodus is lackluster compared to the past.
Hmm.
And as much as he tries to schedule things in advance, things happen that are unplanned. Um, and he's just kind of struggling through. He's feeling like he's not giving God the honor he deserves because he often has to work on Sundays because of this.
Hmm.
And he feels like his head's a little bit, uh, barely above the water. And I guess, I wanted to jump in here too, Jake,
Please.
before I transition to a couple of really powerful ones that, I honestly had a week that was just like this last week.
Okay.
And, part of it was, we're doing this series on the Desert Fathers this year, Jake, and it's been this
So good.
beautiful thing. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's really come together. But I have to travel for these recordings, and it's just like it's such powerful work. Like, they're such spiritual experiences themselves, but it just completely throws off my way of life. And typically it's at the end of the week, and then I come home and it's the weekend. My son's first birthday was yesterday, which was awesome, but there's also all kinds of sicknesses. Um, Basically for 4 days in a row, I didn't make my prayer time, like I want to. And it weighed on me. It's like, man, I'm not as present. I'm not recollected. I'm not remembering, God as I want to. I try to fight off this idea like, oh man, I'm not the leader I need to be for Exodus. God has spared me that grace because I'm so far from perfect. But I would say, it was just, hey, today was a new day. Today was Monday. And it's like, even the morning didn't go great because all kinds of sickness in the house again. Right. And so I'm starting work late, and it's like, I have a choice to make. When I finally have time, I have a choice to make. And so I think this is the balance here. It's like, well, on the one hand, some days don't go our way, and that happens. And I don't care what way of life you're committed to. You're a holy layman or you're a priest or religious. Some days just don't go the way you have planned. And that's okay. The mystery of God is still unfolding for you. And ultimately, Christ's face is the fabric of reality. Okay. And if we can remember that, we can still enter into it even when it's not going quite as we want to. But there is space that does open up. And then there's a decision, right? Am I going to keep going frenetically off track? Or it's like, I can carve this time. And I would say, by grace this morning, hey, it came together.